Hi Shola family, I hope you're doing well. I wanted to talk to you about something that actually occurred to me or actually happened to me this week. And I was going through these particular emotions and trying to understand certain things about my life and certain, avenues and certain vibrations and sequences of events and things like that. And I just wanted to kind of touch base with you just for a little bit and remind you to be very trustworthy and open with yourself and the things that you feel, because I think a lot of times what happens with my journey in particular, what has happened in the past, which I wanted it to be different this time, is that there's a lot of times that I feel like I would know or have like a sense of premonition about things, or feel like something that I thought was going to happen and had this thought come to me, or be inspired a bit about a particular thing. And I think what happens is a lot of times when we're not quite sure in trusting our gut, our intuition, our soul, and source, I think we have a tendency to want to have that confirmed by someone else. Perhaps it's a friend or a family member or somebody like that, because you want to feel like when you're not sure about your own trusting ability and trusting in source, you have this sense of wanting to have that validated by someone else. And so I was determined that this time when these things would occur to me, or I'd have these inspired thoughts and stuff, that I wanted to actually learn how to really go within myself and start to just trust my own inner strength and my own source, my own God, and myself within these matters, because you get a lot of different vibrations from other people, especially if there's a lot of people that have been conditioned in their lives. And that's not to say that I'm better than them or anything like that. But what I'm saying is when you're very delicate in your belief about yourself and your belief and your love about yourself or source or God, and you have these things revealed to you, or you feel that, this premonition, like, oh, I really probably go with your gut, you should do this, or whatever. There's all these outside sources that are going to actually diminish what you actually know within your soul and within your heart, what you're supposed to do. But what happens is when you do that and you go outside of yourself to get that validation from other people, you end up thwarting your own inner belief, and you abandon yourself because you think, oh yeah, it's right, someone said so-and-so, and then that starts to play on your psyche, and then you actually end up forgetting that you were inspired initially because you start listening to other people around you. So what I'm saying is my basic piece of advice would be, and this is what I've given to myself, is that when you are at a level of trusting yourself, you really don't need to go outside your own self and outside of God speaking to you through your spirit to get answers to things that have been, given to you spiritually for yourself. So it's just another way of trusting yourself and trusting God and trusting your path and your particular mission in life, because no one else has your mission. No one else has your life. No one else is doing things the way that you're doing them. You could be very similar in a lot of ways with other people, but that still does not make for the difference that you are on your own individual path. And so the only thing that can make sense to you is what yourself internally and what God is speaking to you through you. And that is the only path that you need to really, really listen to. So when you feel the desire to go outward, that just means that you're not having as much trust as you need to within yourself and with God. So that is what I would leave with you, and I hope that helps, and I hope that serves you. And I want you to know how much I appreciate you stopping in and just listening to me ramble half the time. But I would love it if you would subscribe. And as always, I'm yours until my next swim. Have a great day. Ciao.